Welcome to episode 75 of the Valley Sports Talk podcast. Um, we're back as usual on our normal posting schedule. Brandon is not as busy this week. You know, he really lives a busy life these days whenever he's not doing much, but we got a time to this week and we're
It's my
back on
car.
track. So yeah, here we are.
Blame my car, not me.
Yeah, blame his car. Anyways, last week we had a really content filled episode where we were talking a lot about the NHL free agency. Today we don't have as much to talk about, so we're going to talk about one trade that happened in NHL, and then I have a couple sort of one game and then two sort of lists that I saw on Twitter, and we're going to bring Brandon through and see his thoughts. And yeah, just chat about some sports and have a good time. But like I said, there has been one move since the last episode. The Ottawa Senators traded away Alex Debrincat to the Detroit Red Wings for Kubalik, a first round pick, a fourth, and something. Was there another like filler or something?
Yeah, there was another player. Hold on, let me get it. Um, I'll try and get it as I'm talking so we don't have a bunch of silence. It's kind of fitting when the trade went down. I was actually working and I was listening to our podcast at the same time because not a lot of sports podcasts have sort of taken their breaks because it's summer and there's not a lot of sports on. So I was listening to ours over again, and you were talking about how um, Detroit hadn't done much, and you weren't starting to believe in the plan anymore, and you didn't know which direction Detroit was going, and then they do this. So they exchanged Kubalik. Oh, there we go. Prospect, a first and a fourth. The
I know the
first
the first is
is
conditional.
yeah, it's the condition is Detroit has their own first round pick and Boston's, and it's the worst of the
Up
two.
to.
Like Detroit gets to pick which pick they give to Ottawa at the end
Oh
of the
shit.
year.
Okay, wow.
But so another thing that's kind of confusing with that is the Boston pick is top 10 protected. So if for some reason Boston does pick in the top 10, then the Red Wings have the choice to send Ottawa Detroit's own first round pick this year or Boston's first round pick next year. Because if Boston's pick this year's top 10,
Yeah,
Detroit gets Boston's pick next year.
a year after.
So, I mean, it is what it is. It sucks for Ottawa, and Ottawa's getting a lot of hate for this. But you know what? It's a Canadian market. It's hard to sign free agents, and they made a big risk in getting DeBrincat, and it obviously didn't work out. But I mean, that's it's the price you pay when you make a bet like that, and you know what? It sometimes it doesn't work, but for Ottawa getting all the hate, like yeah, they lost a trade, but they were never going to win it in the first place. And again, you got to make risks like that when you're a Canadian market, especially Ottawa, where you haven't really been contending the last couple years. So I'm not totally against the whole DeBrincat saga, but if you're an Ottawa Senator fan, you were hoping for more.
Yeah, like you said, I don't think they're really going to get too much, especially when it comes to an RFA. You don't have much, or you have leverage, but you don't have very much leverage at the same time. Um, Mainly because he is talking to other teams that are willing to sign him in. Ottawa didn't really have to trade him. They could have let him play on a qualifying offer, but that never really bodes well for either side. It didn't really seem like DeBrincat wanted to be in Ottawa. Like you said, it's a Canadian market. Um, it's hard for players, especially with the Canadian taxes, for their contracts. But yeah, I think it was it sucks that they had to trade him interdivision, because now they will see him four times. And usually whenever players get traded, they tend to play well against their former team. That's just something that happens, I find. Um, Based off his salary that he got, he signed a 4-year extension, I believe, at like 7.87, I believe.
Hmm. Yeah, it's a
Um,
great deal in my opinion.
I think it's good, but the one thing that it sucks for is actually I think it does not bode well for the William Nylander situation, because I think William Nylander is a better player than DeBrincat based off the years past, and I think that with Debrincat getting just under 8 mil, it even just pushes the Nylander camp to want that $9.5 to $10 million deal.
Yeah, I can agree with that. I think in my opinion, unless Matthews signs first before Nylander and Matthews takes a discount, I don't think there's any way William Nylander is a Toronto Maple Leaf. I don't know if yeah, if Matthews doesn't take a pay cut, I don't think William Nylander plays another game as a Leaf. I think obviously he's looking for 10. The Leafs are looking for 8.5 at most, it sounds like. Um, and I mean, I just don't see it that the Leafs can't afford that. Obviously, you can't keep paying your top guys. Like your top guys have to take discounts at a certain point. Like we've seen with all good teams in the future. Like we can even look at your Penguins. A lot of those guys took discounts. I mean, like what we just saw, Eichel was the first $10 million plus player to win a Stanley Cup. Like it just doesn't happen that way. And the Leafs, if William Nylander were to sign, would have three of them. So I just think that's kind of impossible. So
They'd
unless
have
Matthews takes a pay
possibly
cut here,
four, assuming Matthews' contract.
yeah. Well, no, who's the fourth? Oh, Johnny
Nylander,
T. Sorry, my bad,
Tavares.
my bad.
They'd
For
have
some reason,
four
I didn't think of
players
Johnny
getting
T.
paid over 10 mil.
Yeah. So I
Nah,
mean that I don't think that'll ever happen. I don't
no
think they'll
shot.
ever get Nylander to that situation. Um, Again, I think it's either Matthews takes a pay cut, which makes Willie take a pay cut, or Matthews gets paid quite a bit and Willie leaves. But
Yeah.
but like you were saying in the last podcast about Detroit and stuff not doing much and you were hoping they'd do more considering the East is pretty competitive, but you have teams like Tampa who are kind of falling and Boston who are kind of falling. What do you think this DeBrincat adds to Detroit?
Obviously, he's a great player. He had a bit of a down year last year in Ottawa, but he's a goal scorer. That's what he does. He's not a big player. He's not gonna win you with his strength, as he's like what I think he's 5'8", maybe a bit taller. He's not very big, at all. But like I said, he's a goal scorer. That's what he does. You can play him on your first power play unit. He's a great guy right in the slot and the buffer to get a quick shot off. He's gonna play in your top six, obviously. Putting him with a guy like Dylan Larkin and Lucas Raymond, I think, is gonna complement him very nicely. He was playing with players like Patty Kane whenever he had his big year. So I think giving him two playmakers like Larkin and Raymond will help him get back to that form. And then in Detroit, I actually really like it. Kubalik is a 29-year-old. He's not in their future plans, and giving, like you said, they have two first-round picks, so they could afford to sort of give up one of the two this year. And like I said last podcast, I still don't think this trade gets Detroit over the hump. I think there's still too many Atlantic teams that are ahead of them. I think Toronto's ahead of them still. I still would put Tampa ahead of them. Florida, I would probably still put ahead of them, and even Buffalo, I'd still put ahead of Detroit when it comes to grading them. But I definitely think that it's a good move for Stevie Y. I think any team that sort of got a player like DeBrincat would be a good move.
Yeah, for sure. For sure, for sure. You said you had a little something going on here.
So yeah, I don't know if you might have seen this, but it's this new web thing called puckdoku. I don't know if you've heard of it.
I have not. Oh,
Okay,
yes, I have. Yes, I have. Yes.
okay, so I've already done the one today.
Okay.
So I need you to open. You have your phone on you, I'm assuming, close to you.
I can just go on. Yeah, I'm good.
So
Search
just
up puck.
just puck doku. It's like Sudoku.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm on it.
Are you on the little grid?
Yeah, I am.
So yeah, so today's is Calgary. Across the top it's Calgary, Tampa, and then a
Oh,
50 assists, and then along the side it's LA, Detroit, and Buffalo. So I want you to try to go through and try to fill out this grid. You only have 9 attempts, so like if you get one wrong, you're not going to get an immaculate grid.
yeah.
But you're trying to find a player that has played for both LA and Calgary. One thing that I'll note so you don't screw up is that they had to have played one game for them. They had to have at least dressed for a game. So like if they signed
Yeah.
this off season with the team, they don't count.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, so obviously I want to be kind of quick because I don't want to take too long. The first thing that's coming into my mind is, did Tyler Toffoli play for the Kings? I don't think so. 50 assists in a single season. I know Kopitar definitely did that.
Are you on
Um,
your laptop doing this?
no, I'm on my computer. Yeah, I am.
Okay, share your screen.
How do I do
I don't know actually. I forget how to do it. I've done it before.
that? I don't know if I can because I'm a guest, but I might be able to.
Share
Doop,
screen.
doop.
Is it right at the bottom for you?
No, maybe because I'm split on. Maybe
It
because
says you should
I'm
be
not
able
on
to.
full. Hold on here. There we go. I don't think I can because I'm not a guest.
It says one participant at a time can share
Oh,
it.
share screen. Okay. Did I share screen? No.
No, it's still you.
Share screen. Hosting disabled participant screen sharing. Nice try though.
Now try.
I don't know if I'm gonna get this.
Try it now.
Okay.
If this doesn't work, then we'll just leave it.
There we go.
Yep,
Share.
there you go.
Okay. Oh
Kopitar, you got
God.
that one.
Okay. I got Kopitar. um. Yeah. Is this all time?
Any player. I'll tell you this. I got 8 out of 9 today. I got one
Okay. So
wrong.
I'm guessing Gordie Howe had 50 assists in a season. Only 5% of people.
So
Okay.
my guess for that,
Um.
I guess Nick Lidstrom for that.
Yeah. Fair enough.
And then my LA one was Drew Doughty.
Yeah. Fair enough. It's the players that I'm gonna suck on, like with different teams. That's
Yeah.
gonna be tough. Um, I'm gonna get the assists out of the way. I'm trying to think. Um, who would have had 50 assists? Like a Hall brother. They were kind of goal scorers. Skinner ever have 50 assists in a season? Probably not. Tage Thompson this year? I don't think so. I don't want to get it wrong though. See, this is tough. This is very tough. Now, if we look at teams, um, players that float around a lot, this is gonna really expose me here, I think. You got 8 out of 9, but how
I
how
got
long
8.
did you take?
It probably took me 10 minutes.
Yeah. See, this is tricky.
The only one I did not get was the Buffalo 50 assists.
Yeah, see, that's struggling right now. And you can pop these 4 off, these 6 off really quick.
Yeah, I got it in 10 minutes about probably. I did it on my lunch at
Are they
work.
active?
Some of
Are they
them
like
some of them
active?
weren't.
No, I guess not. I'm trying to think of them LA teams that were winning cups. And then Calgary. Dang, Calgary's had so many players. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do this with the pressure of the stream here. I'm gonna guess one for Buffalo 50 assists. Um, I don't think Tage Thompson did it, but I feel like Skinner had one really big year. I'm gonna guess Jeff Skinner and see if I get it right. No. Okay. We had to try. We had to try. Um, this is tough, man. This is tough. LA and Tampa.
Let me know if you want hints on like the players that I guessed.
I would love hints.
I'll give you a hint for the LA Calgary. This player got traded this offseason. The player I put in got traded this offseason.
Okay, because is it Toffoli? I was thinking maybe Toffoli, but Toffoli did get traded this. I don't remember Toffoli in an LA uniform though, but I know he went around. Uh, is the player on either one of these teams right now?
No.
Should I just guess it? I'm just gonna guess it and see if I'm wrong. Oh, okay, okay. We
Toffoli
had
was
it.
on
Is that
like
who
the
you
cup.
guessed?
Toffoli was on the cup teams that won in like 2014.
That's what I thought, but I
He
didn't
was
want to be
like
dumb. You know what I
he
mean?
was young.
Yeah, but there's pressure here. You don't understand. I think I was pretty. I said that right off the start.
Yeah, I'll
That I
give you
thought
that one.
Toffoli would.
For the Buffalo Tampa one, the player I guessed played 1 year for the Leafs, and they're still active.
There's guys like actually the guy I was thinking but didn't want to shout out and be stupid was that what actually this is the guy you might be thinking it was Bogosian maybe I can't remember if Bogosian played for the Sabres, but he definitely played for Tampa. I don't want to make this too long, so I'm just gonna throw out guesses and see if we get them. Hey, was that the guy you guessed too?
Yeah, he played for the
Okay.
Sabres. He played for the Sabres the year before Toronto, and then he went to Tampa.
Okay. See, that's what I. Okay, maybe I should just go with my gut instead of trying not to look stupid because it's working out for me here. Um, Detroit's tough, man, because they've been throwing around so many players recently. They just go through them like crazy. And Calgary too. Dang, this is tough, man. Um, 50 assists in a season for Buffalo is kind of tricky as well. Um, did Robitaille play for the Sabres back in the day? Um, oh, what about I guess did no, he probably never did it. Did Jack Eichel have 50 assists in a season? I don't think so. Should we just try it? Yeah, we're gonna try it because we don't want to be here too long. Jack Eichel. Jack Eichel. Okay, here we go. We're filling it
That
out.
was the one I didn't get. I didn't think Eichel had 50 in a season, to be honest.
Actually, you know what? To be fair, I didn't think he had either. I just don't want to take too long, so I was starting to throw out
The
guesses.
one I put for Detroit and Tampa, he's currently still on Detroit. He got drafted by Tampa, played 1 year. He's a depth player.
You know, I feel like did one of their third line players on the Tampa Stanley Cup teams either start in Detroit or move to Detroit? Like, where was Yanni Gord before Tampa Bay? Was he a Ranger? No, he's no. Okay, we're gonna throw something out here, I think. Or what about Palat? No, we're gonna go Yanni Gord here. I don't even know how to spell his name. How do you
He
spell his
came up
name?
there a second ago. I saw him come up.
Is this gonna be right? No. I feel like it's one of them third liners here. I might not get another one here. I don't want to take too long. I know you got some other stuff. The Calgary ones. So I'm not nobody on either team currently is making me think that it would be a correct answer. This is a cool idea though. I've seen a couple of these on TikTok, but I've never really done it.
I do it every day now.
There's one for basketball. We should do the basketball one together right now
Yeah.
if we got time at the end. Because the basketball one, they move around so much more. I feel like it's a lot easier. Do you want to give me a hint for some Calgary ones here? I can't get the Calgary ones.
Yeah, so the Calgary Buffalo one, um, that was the Calgary one was honestly the hardest one, mainly because one, I don't watch too many Calgary games, and two, I'm not really familiar with it, but I got this one because I knew he played for Buffalo, and I just took a guess, but he currently does not play in the league anymore, and he was the guy that got his helmet taken off by a drunk guy when he played for Winnipeg.
Oh God, was it like Lanny McDonald? Didn't Lanny McDonald
No,
play
not
for
that.
Buffalo?
This was like a couple years ago.
Oh really? I don't know about this.
There was like a drunk
But
guy.
did
He got
Lanny
hit.
McDonald play
He
for
got hit.
Buffalo?
What?
Did Lanny McDonald play for Buffalo?
I don't believe so. But
I don't.
I think he got hit by Lucic playing against Calgary, and into the glass got taken out, and some drunk guy reached down, grabbed his helmet off his head, and put it on his head.
Oh, yes. Yes, little guy.
But this guy is like, he wasn't much, didn't have much of an NHL career. He bounced around a lot of teams, which is why.
Yeah. Um, damn. Um, Shoot. This is tough, dude.
I know.
I'm trying to think because Calgary's the one that's tripped me up. But did Tyler Bertuzzi's dad play for Calgary? Like Todd Bertuzzi? I'm trying to think old because
You
I don't know.
maybe.
I think I might just have to give up because this is taking way too long.
Okay, do you
Is
want
there a
me
way you
to
can?
see my answers?
Yeah, let's see your
So
answers.
for the middle one,
Yep.
Adam Ernie.
Oh wow, that's a good pull. Yep.
And then you were on the right track. Tyler Bertuzzi or Todd Bertuzzi for Calgary, Detroit.
Is that who you put?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, I'm
So
all
yeah,
done
so
here.
you're since you guessed. So yeah, Zador
Vernon and Yzerman. What?
LeCavalier was my guess because
Yeah.
he got drafted by LA. And then for the bottom, I put Adam Party. That was the guy that got his helmet ripped off.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, I forgot Zadorov played for LA too. Or
Yeah, fair
Detroit
enough.
played for LA.
So
Yeah.
you can still what do you know what the one for basketball is?
No, just search out like basketball grid or something.
I don't know how you find it. Advanced grid. Oh, speaking of
No, that's not it. You guys search
I
out
know.
like grid game.
Speaking of that, the new tournament
Oh yeah.
in the NBA.
What are you going on here?
I have no idea. Today? Game. I don't know. Anyways, I can't well maybe I can't find it. Doku? Okay, well maybe not. Maybe I can't find it. Maybe it's not there. Cool. Okay. Well, how do we get back to my screen? Like,
It's called
oh
NBA
God, this
crossover.
is NBA crossover. Okay, you
Yeah.
can still see my screen.
Yeah, NBA crossover grid right there.
What do you think of the tournament? I think the Raptors got the easiest
I don't
group
mind it. I'm just
out.
really scared about injuries.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay, do you want to try and do this really quick? Oh,
Yeah,
there's
let's go
there's
quick.
all three of them here.
Oh
That's
geez.
cool. Um,
Okay, that one, Kareem.
yeah. Oh, how do you search it up? Oh, there you go. Kareem. I want to do obscure ones. Did Talon Horton Tucker play for both these teams?
No, but he played for the Jazz and the Lakers. Lakers, Bulls, you can go Lonzo.
So, Ball. Um, okay. Did Otto Porter play for the Nuggets?
Don't believe so.
Damn. Look at this one. 55% field goal.
What does SS mean?
I don't know. I don't know. But 30 minimum.
I'm thinking like
That has to be
80.
Jokic, right?
Yeah, Jokic isn't a bad. But he takes a lot of threes. You got to think of like a center. But they have
Jokic
to be a
doesn't take
center that like shoots, that like gets a lot of buckets. I honestly
like
think
Gobert.
Yeah, Gobert's a good one. 300 field goals made. Yeah, I feel
You
like he
think
made
he's
300.
made 300 though?
I don't know.
300 is a lot. Okay,
Yeah,
he did.
yeah, he did. Lakers, I'm thinking like AD.
Yeah, I was thinking 82, but he also takes a lot of threes. What? Oh, Shaq.
Oh yeah, yeah, Shaq.
O'Neal. Yeah, that was a gimme.
Jazz
Jazz.
Bulls.
Bulls. That's tough, dude. It's so hard. I'm trying to think current.
Me too.
Uh, Larry Markkinen, right? He was a Bull.
Oh yeah, good pull.
Larry Markkinen. There we go.
Good pull.
Um,
Jazz Bucks. Jazz Bucks. Jazz Bucks.
um, Derek Favors, was he a Bull? Was he a
I don't know
Buck?
if he was a Buck. I don't know if he was a Buck. I know he's a Jazz, but I don't know if he's a Buck.
Yeah, we'll save it. We'll save it because we can't get any wrong.
Nuggets, Bulls. I'm thinking Jokic for the bottom right.
Might as well. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's a gimme. Two, three pretty good centers there. Um, Damn. Okay. We gotta make sure that we look like we know our sports a little bit here.
Did um did Kyle Korver play for the Bucks?
Yeah, Kyle Korver definitely
He
played for the
played for the
Bucks.
Jazz.
Did he? Okay.
Yeah, I think early in his career.
I remember him on the Bucks for sure.
Yeah.
Nice, good ball.
I knew
7.8. That's funny. You knew he played on the Jazz. I knew he played on the Bucks. Damn, I really want to say Otto Porter played for the Nuggets, but
I don't think he did because he went to Washington after the Bull. He went to the
yeah, he's been all over the place. Like where has Matthew Dellavedova played? Because he was on the Bucks.
everywhere.
Has he played on the Nuggets? I don't think so. I don't think he played on the Nuggets. Um,
Jeff Green played on the Nuggets this year, and he played on the Bucks, I believe. Try Jeff Green, that one, bottom one.
Might as well. Wrong.
Fuck. Did he just sign with the Bucks this year? Is that why I'm thinking that?
Maybe. Yeah, now I just want to try it. Let's try Otto Porter.
I don't think he played for the Nugs.
I don't, no, he didn't. It doesn't even show us answers. What? That's no fun.
Damn,
Those are fun though.
tough. We
Those are
we had, we
fun.
were on a good roll there.
We were on a roll. We're not stupid anyways. We're mediocre.
Anyways, I have these two things I found on Twitter that I want to take you through for the last little 10 minutes here. So if you want to stop sharing your screen, we can go back to our beautiful faces.
I would love to. I just don't know how. I would love to. What if I just delete all of these?
Don't delete the Zoom meeting.
I just did.
Oh,
There we go. It
we're
worked.
back. Okay, so on Twitter, I saw these two lists. I hope you don't see that. Just the top 10 best safeties in the NFL ranked by executive players, coaches, and scouts.
You're gonna ask me to guess people? I don't know
No.
defense.
I'm gonna give you the list, and
Oh,
I want to know your opinion if you would change it. They also
if
give
Jair ain't number one, I'm changing it.
okay.
If Jair ain't number one, I'm changing
Okay,
it.
first of all, Jair's not a safety, so
Oh, sorry. I actually for some reason I thought you said
the
cornerback.
second list is a cornerback. So we're gonna do that eventually.
Okay.
Okay, so from 1 to 10, number 1 is Minka, 2 Derwin, 3 Justin Simmons, 4 Buda Baker, 5 Javon Holland, 6 Jesse Bates, 7 Kevin Byard, 8 Chauncey Gardner Johnson, 9 Talana Hufanga. He's that guy on the Niners. 10
Oh, we get a lot
Antoine
wrong.
Winfield, and then the honorable mentions are Quandre Diggs, Marcus Williams, Kyle Duggar, Jordan Poyle, Micah Hyde, Xavier McKinney, and Jalen Petrie.
Yeah, I think it's a pretty good list. I think uh was the honorable mentions just like a bunch of honorable mentions, or were they in like order specific?
No, those are just guys that got votes, but not enough. You know what I mean? It's like
Yeah.
they weren't enough to. I think that's in the order of what they got votes in. So like Quandre Diggs is 11, exact 12, 13, you know.
Yeah, so I mean, I personally, I don't know about you. I don't pay as much time into defense as you do, but I think you could have Poyer higher. He is
I
pretty
think
electric.
I
Like,
think it doesn't help that he was hurt for a lot of last year.
yeah, so like recency bias, I guess. But
He's
what
also starting to get old, so I think injuries are starting to sort of pile up. And as you're going to see with this cornerback list, that lots of young guys are starting to find their way onto this list.
well, I mean, the cornerbacks in this league, they're so young. Like, I know obviously we've been talking about Jair, but he's going to be on there. You're going to have like Sauce Gardner's going to be on there. You're gonna have a lot of young people, and then the old head will probably be like Jalen Ramsey or whatever. But um, yeah, I mean the for the safeties, yeah, I don't mind it. Like I said, I kind of like Poyer. I think he could be a little higher. But I mean, other than that, it doesn't seem like there's anyone that's like egregious that shouldn't be on there. That is, which I mean, you're always gonna get decent rankings when you're talking about executives. So,
For sure. The
do
one
you
thing
do you have someone that's on the list that you don't think should be on there at all?
I I I don't think Buda Baker should be as high as he is. I think he's not.
I was
I
gonna say that, but I didn't want to cause
I
some hate. I feel like he gets
I
because
wouldn't
his
have
name value.
a problem with him at 8, 9, or 10, but 4 is a bit high. I think Javon Holland and Jesse Bates and Kevin Byard are all better safeties. And I was kind of shocked that Quandre Diggs didn't make the top 10. I think he's a top 10 safety. He has like 30 picks in like the last 4 years or something. Or it's maybe not that high, but he has a lot of picks in the last few years. He's a great ball hawk and he hits hard. But that's maybe the one or two things that I sort of would have changed in this list.
Yeah, Buda Baker's just like out of all the players that you named, like the 15 guys you named, Buda Baker's the one where like every single person knows his name. Like I don't know, he's got a big name brand
For
on the
sure.
game. So
So yeah, that was the safety list. This is the corner list. Again, I'll name 1 to 10 and then the honorable mentions. And then you'll give your thing. Number 1, Pat Surtain, second. Number 2, Sauce Gardner. Number 3, Jalen Ramsey. Number 4, Jair. Number 5, Darius Slay. Number 6, Marlon Humphrey. Number 7, Marshawn Lattimore. Number 8, Trevon Diggs. Number 9, Denzel Ward. Number 10, AJ Terrell. And then the honorable mentions go Xavier Howard, J.C. Horn, Tariq Woolen, Tre'Davious White, and L'Jarius Sneed.
yeah, I don't know. Personally, you know my opinion on Diggs. I feel like and you share that same opinion. Um, yeah, his numbers look good, but if you actually watch
100%. He gets at the most
he's either
yards in the
pick
NFL.
he's either pick or the guy's 5 yards open. Like his actual pass protection isn't the greatest, but he gets a lot of picks, so I think that's why he's up there. Personally, there's a couple guys in the honorable mentions I'd put in front of him. Um, I did see Pat Surtain get first, and I saw the Devontae Adams quote. I found it was pretty funny. I don't know if you saw that. Did you see
I don't
that?
know, but there were so many people like former NFL players and NFL players right now that were like had really hard debate. Like people were like going at it in different tweets and stuff. Like Sauce jumped in. I know Darrell Revis had issues with it. There was a bunch of players that had issues with these lists.
I mean, it's just because there's nothing going on in sports and they need something to fight about. But I mean, Sauce had a great rookie year. To put him first would be a little hard, so I don't mind second. But like Pat Surtain, and so the quote that was it was like Devontae Adams heard that he got first, and he was like, "Well, he might be the best, but he's still ain't good enough to defend me, I guess." Because
Yeah.
One of
Yeah,
Devontae's long touchdowns last year was on him.
I think last year Pat Surtain had the best coverage rating out of any corner in the league. So I completely I don't have an issue with him being one, to be honest.
I don't either, personally. Yeah, I like obviously Jalen Ramsey. He's been a stable at the position for a while now. Jair was hurt last year with concussion, so recency bias. I mean, 4's still pretty good, but recency bias isn't on his side. I feel like he might have a big season this year. And yeah, I mean, with those names, obviously, like I can't lie to you, there was a couple names in the safeties I don't even know, but I knew every single name you named there, even in the honorable mention. So the quarterbacks are in good hands, that's for sure.
For sure. I was really happy seeing AJ on there, even though he had a hurt season last year. But Yeah.
Did you cut out there? Oh, that's
No,
just, that's it. That's it.
no, I just ended my
Fair
sentence.
enough. Fair
Yeah, that's
enough.
all I got. I don't know if you want to add anything in before we end it off here.
No, no, that was pretty good. I just wanted to do a quick. I know we don't talk about the MLB, but Vladdy won the home run
Oh
derby, which is
yes,
pretty
yes,
cool to
first
see.
ever father-son duo to win the Derby, which is pretty cool to see.
Yeah, I thought that was cool. I actually sprinkled a whole $3 on it, on Vladdy to win, so I was pretty happy with that.
What was your
Um,
payout?
I
He had
was
to have
like
been like,
four.
I think he was like the second highest favorite.
Yeah, it was like in
I think Pete
between. It
was
was
the
like
favorite, and then it was him.
it was like 3.7 times your money or
He
something.
won $6.
Well, do a little
Nine,
bit of math. It wasn't
nine,
like, yeah, something like that.
nine. But
Hey,
nice.
there
There
we
you
go.
go. Big
I could
money,
buy
big
a
money,
drink
big
at the
money.
bar.
But yeah,
Yeah, and then the NL won for the first time in a while at
a
9 years
while.
or something.
10 years. The last time was like people like Derek Jeter was still on the All-Star team. So it's been a while since the NL's won.
Yeah, and me and Noah are Eastern Conference. We're AL guys. Um, I want you to tell me the wild card teams. Give me a
The
prediction
NL right
for
now?
half. Like, don't tell me who's there right now. Tell me who's going to be there at the end of the year.
Oh, I don't even know who's in there right now, to be dead honest with you.
I think it's the three AL team. Oh no, the Yankees aren't in it. It's the Astros.
We're
Blue
talking about
Jays,
the AL. Sorry. Right now
yeah,
it's Houston, Toronto, and Baltimore.
yeah. But who's going to be there at the end of the year is what I'm saying.
It's gonna be Baltimore, Toronto, and the Yankees. Houston's not making it. Defending champs are out
In that order.
in that
In that
order.
order. Okay, you heard it here first.
Yeah.
That's
With
it.
that, we'll let it go. Brandon's off to Blues Fest, see the Foo Fighters. I'm very jealous. So
Let's go.
yeah, we'll see you
My first
next
concert.
week.
See ya.